This is the PR Podcast, a show about how public relations helps you tell your story to the world. We talk with great PR practitioners who have the skills, creativity, and just plain savvy to get their clients noticed. Now here's your host, Jody Fisher.
Hey everyone, and welcome to the PR Podcast. I'm Jody Fisher. Thanks for joining us. Well, have you got yourself a PR podcast plug yet? We mention this at the top of every show. We want people who are proud of what they do on the side, their side hustle, right? It's not your 9 to 5. It's not the thing that brings you home a paycheck. Well, maybe it does. But it's the thing that you love, that you would do regardless of whether or not you got a paycheck for it, right? It's the thing that you just really dig. Maybe you're writing a book. Maybe you write a blog. Maybe you have a newsletter. Maybe you've got a kick-ass TikTok. Who knows? Send it in. We want to plug your stuff. So send it in and ask for your PR podcast plug. We like to plug at least one person at the top of every show. So let us know what that is. Send us a DM on Twitter at the PR Podcast, and we'll shout you out on an upcoming episode. Also, make sure that if you haven't been a guest on the PR Podcast yet, that you let us know. Also send us a DM on Twitter at the PR Podcast. Tell us the 3 things that you'd love to talk about. And the way I describe the perfect guest is if you have a perspective on how PR gets done, on how news gets done, maybe you work in a newsroom, maybe you're a reporter, a writer, photographer, editor, you have a perspective on how news and public relations happens. We want insight into your process because we want to pass along those learnings. We want to pass along that inside scoop to everybody who listens to the show every week. So again, send us a DM on Twitter at the PR Podcast and let us know if you'd like to be a guest on an upcoming show. Now let's get on to this week's guest. Kayla O'Connor left the PR world after a decade filled with panic attacks, burnout, and low self-worth. Boy, have we been there or not? To pursue a career in affiliate marketing, where she has leveraged a Rolodex full of key editor relationships. Since she founded KMO Consulting in December 2020, she's secured more than 1,000 top-tier articles for direct-to-consumer brands. She's trained more than 30 PR agency owners and 80 Condé Nast editors in affiliate PR, and we're going to talk about that. And she's generated more than $500,000 in revenue, all while ensuring that she and her team operate in pure, energetic alignment. I love that phrase. And Kayla, welcome to the PR Podcast.
Thank you so much for having me.
Tell us about your journey. You founded KMO Consulting in December 2020. We're several months into COVID pandemic lockdown at that point. What was that like?
Well, let me back up with the first 10 years of my PR career. I actually worked in B2B and trade, and 3M was one of my number one clients. And so I started heavily in the trade publications, but my focus was always media relations. And this was my experience, but working at agencies, only agencies, I found that it was really hard to defend my efforts to clients. Every other marketing channel was measurable. Every other marketing channel could say, this Instagram ad drove X amount of clicks and revenue. And I remember early on having my manager or boss give me this Excel spreadsheet that's an ad value equivalation, whatever, of this online placement would have actually equaled to this size of an ad placement. And so actually this placement gives you back 20,000. I don't know. I'm just speaking out of, you get it.
Right. We all do this. We all struggle with this, but go ahead.
Totally. And so it was this feeling of trying to prove myself every status call. And in addition to that, I saw time and time after again that I didn't feel security within my job even, because when budgets got tight, it felt like PR was the first thing to get cut. And so after 10 years of kind of experiencing the same feeling, and again, it was my own experience. I'm not going to say it's industry wide.
You can say it's industry wide. Go ahead.
Yeah. My last job, I only made it 3 months into what I thought was my dream job at one of the largest PR firms in the world. And I kind of hit this point where I was like, I don't know if I want to do this anymore. And I up and quit at 8 a.m. one morning with nothing. I drained my 401k. I was like, I don't know what I want to do. I almost quit. I was like, maybe I should just quit PR. I don't even know. And within 24 hours, I had a text from an acquaintance, just like a friend of a friend, looking for someone that does freelance PR. And it was for my first direct to consumer product. And I was like, okay, there's a sign here. I'm not supposed to like end completely. And that one freelance gig paid all my bills, my monthly bills in LA. So within 24 hours of up and quitting, my parents thought I was crazy. I had my first freelance gig, but that was Q4 of 2019. And I was doing everything right in terms of pitching media, like 50 custom pitches a day. And I was hearing crickets. And I was like, what is going on? So again, I was like, I just don't think it's for me anymore. And so after 6 months of freelancing, kind of doing all the wrong things for everyone, I decided I was just going to explore outside of PR. I was curious. And I applied to 50 jobs, I think. And then I ended up getting a message in my LinkedIn account from a recruiter that wanted someone with PR experience for a creative marketing agency that had an affiliate marketing channel that was newly acquired. And they wanted someone to come in with PR experience to develop publishing group relationships, because they were seeing, affiliate marketing managers were seeing that publishing groups were now in affiliate networks. They were now including affiliate links within articles. So I'll tell you, I took that job without even knowing what affiliate was. I was like, okay, I'm curious. I'm open to learning something new. And they needed PR experience. So let's see how this goes. And that was February of 2020.
So then let's level set here. Affiliate marketing PR, right? Let's talk about that. What did you, because you yourself said you weren't sure what it was. What have you come to believe that it, what have you come to believe it is, and sort of practice what it is?
Yeah, absolutely. So affiliate marketing is pretty old school. I say it's kind of like the forgotten marketing channel before COVID. It's like the coupon websites that have like deal after deal after deal, and you click on the coupon online, and when you click on an affiliate link, it means it tracks the consumer's behavior, and if they convert and buy something using the coupon, that the website owner gets 20, like a percentage of the sale. So any affiliate, as the digital space has become more sophisticated, now influencers are affiliates. All the swipe up links or codes that you use, that is tracked, and they are likely to get a percentage of the sale. So in the publishing world, publishing groups are just trying to keep the lights on. You know, print is declining if they're not already, you know, closing and folding. Big media campaigns are becoming less and less. And so, of course, they're like, how do we make money? And they were already starting to do this before 2020, but they were starting to develop separate teams within publishing groups, affiliate managers, commerce editors, market editors, and shop editors and deal editors. And those four type of editors were required to cover products, it's product based, for brands that had an affiliate program. So affiliate marketing in its sense is any person or place online that can drive a sale for a brand. And if they drive a sale, they get a percentage of the sale. So it's performance driven, commission based driven.
Got it. But there's still the storytelling aspect of PR behind it, right? That is actually driving the content. It's just that the payoff is not, as you put it, you know, that add value equivalent that we all just feel like it's nails on a chalkboard. There's a different metric by which it's measured, but the storytelling aspect of PR is still present, right?
Yep. And it's so funny, as I'm speaking, I'm seeing you like process what I'm saying. But it's my first week of being on the job. So I come in, I'm like, okay, I kind of understand what affiliate marketing is. Now, where does PR come into play? Like, I'm really interested in like, why did you want to hire me because of PR? So the first week of my job, I had phone calls with the affiliate manager at Condé Nast, and I had a phone call with the affiliate manager at Meredith Publishing. And they were telling me that they had a full group of editors that focused on covering products. So every holiday roundup, gift guide, all the things, those links that link back to like that are the brand's website, the product link linking back to your brand, that's an affiliate link. That if the reader converts within 30 days, Real Simple gets 20% of that sale. So if you think about it, them publishing groups having awareness over the amount of engagements and clicks and conversions on their end, like how well their articles perform, they look at this and they're like, cha-ching, it's a no-brainer. And so
so that's why we're getting, if I can jump in, that's why
Yeah.
we're getting all the times when we subscribe to all these emails from media groups, we're frequently getting the top 10 things to put in your kitchen, top 10 things to have for your weekend. It's not even like related to Christmas or a holiday shopping season or something like that. It's like every third day of the week, right? Is that,
Oh, yeah.
is that why?
Yes, yes. A lot of it is, you know, the content strategy has shifted a lot to be more product conversion driven. I was just speaking to a freelance editor this week, and she just says, you know, long form writing is just not as prevalent anymore on their end. You know, if you're an editor and you love long form writing, it depends on what publisher or brand you write for those amount of opportunities. So once I had those conversations, I was like, okay, this kind of makes sense. Let me test it out with my clients. So I remember like the first kind of aha moment, I was working with the affiliate manager and I was wearing both hats. You still have to pitch. You know, first and foremost, if an editor receives a pitch and the product is not what their readers want, they will not cover it, even if you give them 100% commission back. So there's no money first and then the story. It's still considered organic because it's up to the editor's discretion.
And that makes
like
sense, right? They're maintaining the integrity of their content. They're serving the audience that they serve. Right. Go ahead.
Exactly. And so I was working with the affiliate manager at Meredith Publishing and then her commerce editor for people.com and this was April 2020, for a CBD brand that was launching a CBD hand sanitizer. She's like, okay, we'll write a feature article on people.com. I was like, great, here's the affiliate link that your team can put into the article that will track any sales or clicks. And I kid you not, 3 days later, it was like $4,000 worth of revenue from a $6 product. And I was like, oh, okay. It was like, I was like walking out to my warm-up song of I can actually show the client dollar amounts. Like everything that us PR professionals have been saying, like these articles are really valuable. It's an engaged audience. It goes from the beginning to the end of the sales funnel. It was incredible. And it really turned on a light. And I just started testing the waters and doing my thing.
That is so great. And it's a great story that encapsulates how affiliate marketing PR works. So are there, in your estimation, having done this now for a couple of years and been successful at it, are there particular elements of a successful affiliate marketing program, or are there rinse and repeat things that you always do every time?
That's such a good question. Now, this is a big part of why I also train PR professionals, because if you're a PR professional that pitches direct to consumer products to media, it is now a requirement that your client has an affiliate program. So it's important, just from the pitching standpoint, you know what to share and how to share it. You need to share the affiliate link, or what's called skim links. Skim links is like a middleman. Editors have an account on Skim Links and they can search for a brand's affiliate link versus having to join hundreds and thousands of brands' programs. And then you need to share the commission rate that you're offering. That at its base level is required to do affiliate PR without management side of things. And it's an interesting question, because what I would have told you in 2020 is not what I will tell you today. I would have said then that affiliate it's definitely required. It will help, but it's not 100% required. And commission rate's the only thing that you need. Now I've spoken to the content director at Condé Nast, USA Today, commerce editors from trusted media brands, Meredith, like every single publishing group is different. What they need is different. So SEO is a big part of it. Like, what are consumers actually searching within Google? Because if they're not searching for what your editor is writing about, the article is not going to be found and they're not going to make money off of it. And so I would just say the biggest nuance with affiliate PR, just PR in general, if you're a PR professional, you're like, yeah, I get the affiliate side, I'm doing the affiliate side, SEO is what's next. Having knowledge over what keywords are trending in SEO is so, so important. Now, from a brand side, it's pretty industry category. There's some things that are different between like ingestibles, like vitamins, drinks, food. That's a little bit more difficult. A lot of the times there needs to be like a thought leader, an expert that kind of gives that like stamp of credibility. But I saw it, and also just being aware of what consumers want. Like in 2020, people wanted leggings. So I had a women's athleisure brand, and they drove a shit ton of revenue. Sorry if I can't swear, but so much money came from, I think $500,000 in article revenue in November alone.
Wow, that's incredible. And we are 4-letter friendly here, by the way.
Okay.
But in any case, not surprising, right? That in, what did you say, 2020? What was that date you
2020,
gave? 2020.
November
And
20. Yeah.
November 2020, everybody's buying leggings. Gee whiz, wonder why.
Yeah. But
Right, makes sense.
now there's so many legging companies. There's so many legging, it's so saturated. And people are a bit more like buying jeans again, going out to restaurants. But the industry just took another shift this last week when, you know, the recession's kind of becoming more apparent. And Walmart and Target, sorry, there's sirens going by. And Walmart and Target talked about, you know, them not hitting their projections. And so warehousing, the cost of warehousing is so expensive. So now if I'm a brand selling my product for $20 online, but it's also sold on Walmart, Walmart's just trying to move product even at a loss. So they're going to offer it at $8. Well, what do you think the editor is going to prioritize? A link back to an $8 product on Walmart or a link back to your website for $20? And so there's this weird kind of ecosystem with a direct to consumer, but then working with your retailer partners as well.
So then are there things that a brand can prepare itself for, sort of get itself ready for when they start to work with a person like you, a consultant like you, to actually push their affiliate links and their affiliate marketing strategy out? Are there things that they can do to get ready?
Yeah, that's a great question. Inventory. If you don't have inventory, I can't do anything for you. If you don't have inventory, editors can't do anything for you. I always say pitching is almost like pitching an investor now. We have to paint a picture to the editor of the amount of projected money that they're able to make from this article. And so when a client of mine is like, I don't know if I have enough inventory, if an editor can't make $3,000 off of your product in that article, then it's not worth it. So almost work backwards.
That's really interesting. So in addition to presenting the story in the form of PR, like what the thing is and why it's so cool, or whatever that story, that PR story is, and the stats on the inventory and sort of the business setup, you also, it sounds to me like you also have to provide some metrics on why this is a good thing for a particular editor to feature, right?
Yeah, the story is the why. Like I was just on a call with, she was one of the founding commerce editors at Condé Nast about 5 years ago for the affiliate team. And now she just took on the director of editorial at USA Today. And we went through a practice of literally taking my client's name and putting it through Keyword Finder. And they have on their end, like my client's name plus like review next to it. If it has more than 1,000 organic searches a month, then it's like a green light for the team to write about it because they know that people are already searching for my client. And so it all comes down to SEO. So there's so many different ways to go with the why. The why could be the like right now, a really good angle for people is recession. How do you like recession proof products? Like, what are products that consumers buy regardless if it's a recession or not? Dog food.
Yeah.
People need dog food.
Food, soap,
Toothpaste.
right.
Yes, exactly. So that is a
Laundry
great
detergent,
example.
right. All that stuff. Yeah.
Yep. So the story is the need, the consumer need, and the why, or a metric proof point that shows the why, like an SEO, like organic search, or maybe your client has a like 12% conversion rate for this one product on their website. And you can tell the publisher, if you will likely convert 12% of your clicks. And they on their back end can be like, okay, we average like 20,000 clicks per article. 12% of that is how much based off of your AOV. It like they can start painting the picture of how much money they're going to make.
This is really, really fascinating. I love the advice about getting ready, sort of having the great backstory, having the organic SEO, right? Having put your brand through keyword search and things like that, but also having your metrics and your inventory shored up. And I think it's great advice for anyone who's thinking about getting into an affiliate marketing program. I also think, and here's the payoff question, that this is so much of the future of what we're going to see. I mean, it's kind of already here, right? We talked about, I mean, I only as a casual consumer, as soon as you started explaining what affiliate marketing was, I was like, oh, that's all those emails that I get where like the 10 things I should have in my kitchen. And every one of those links are affiliate links that goes back to wherever they go to.
100%.
So where is the future of this? Where does this go now in your eyes as someone who's working with these clients every day?
Yeah. Well, if you think of it like affiliate links is what's keeping the lights on at publishing groups, it really like humanizes the situation of editors are now required to hit revenue numbers for their articles because it keeps the lights on, you know? And so it really is, if you are servicing a client with a product, this is very important to at least have knowledge over it. Like the PR professionals that I work with, I can train them on how to partner with the affiliate marketing manager and know what to ask and how to use what is shown in the affiliate program, or to also manage it. Because I'm able to say that on average, 70% of sales that come from a top tier article are new customers. You tell that to a growth marketer or a CEO, they're like, okay, I'm listening, you know? And it's just so much informed strategy. I know for a bedding client, if I were to reach out to Apartment Therapy for a feature article, they're going to generate 5,000 plus in revenue versus if I were going to go to a Real Simple because they're a more budget conscious shopper. So I have the numbers. So instead of reaching out to over 50 editors and just hoping like who wants to pick this up, I can say I have a proof point that this is going to drive the most success for the client based off of past coverage. We're going to just really hone in and strategize on a feature article to get it's efficient. You're not wasting time. You're working smarter, not harder.
Oh, that is so good. Like I said, I think we could talk about this all day long, and I want to talk with you a little bit offline as well on
Sure.
how I can use this for my clients, because I see some possibilities here.
Yeah.
Well, Kayla, we're gonna segue now into the rapid fire question portion of our podcast. This is where we have a little fun, steal a page from inside the actor's studio. I don't know if you've been given any thought to these. We warned you in advance, but we love the gut reaction answers. So with your indulgence, here we go. Rapid fire question number 1. What is your favorite news source?
Ooh, my wife.
Nice. Wow. We've never heard that. A person. Wow. That's really good. All right. So what kind of information does she download to you?
So she has family in politics, not anymore. She's also a lawyer. I find that absorbing news I absorb news enough, and she will give it to me in such a factual versus, I just like to know the facts. I'm absorbing emotions from everyone else around me. I don't need a news I love the news. I used to watch it every morning, but when it's like, keep me updated, like how's Biden reacting on this specific thing? She just has the facts. She's factual. Yeah.
Right to her. That is such a great answer. I love it. All right. Rapid fire question number 2. What is your favorite social media platform?
Instagram.
Love those pictures. I've said this before on the show. People make fun of selfies. I love selfies because I love seeing my friends. I love seeing what they're doing. So yeah, I want to see the selfies. Bring them on.
Totally. Yeah.
All right. Rapid fire question number 3, coffee or alcohol?
Coffee or red wine. I would say coffee. If I had to live without one, I would choose coffee.
All right. Very good. Caffeinate me up. Rapid fire question number 4. What is your favorite on the run food?
Hard-boiled eggs. I don't know why that came to my mind, but like if I think of like I'm at my previous job in my 20s and going in the Skyway in Minnesota to a convenience shop, it's going to be hard-boiled eggs.
All right. Just don't put them in your pocket.
Protein. Yeah, no.
Excellent. Love it. And rapid fire question number 5. Here's where we go philosophical. What do you want to be after you finish this career?
I don't know. I'm not her yet. So I'll let you know when I become her.
Wow. These are answers we have not had before. I love them. That sounds great. Well, Kayla, this has been a great conversation. Thanks for downloading so much knowledge for us. Please let people know how they can find you and your business online.
Yeah, absolutely. So online, my website is kmoworld.org, or on Instagram, it's kmo.consulting.
Excellent. All right. Well, thanks again, Kayla. And thank you, everyone, for listening. Please remember to subscribe to the show, connect with us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at The PR Podcast, and send us a question or a comment. Our intro is by Christopher Appold. You can find him and his fantastic photography on Instagram at Christopher_APPOLDT. Check him out there and hire him for all your photography needs. You can find me online at Jody Fisher on all the socials and on the web at jodyfisherpr.com. We'll see you next time on the PR Podcast.